Good morning, everyone. How are you all doing? Welcome back to my channel. And for today, we're going to learn another skill, which I'm borrowing from parkour, and it's called precision jumps and landing. So, this is a good practice that I've learned that I want to teach to all of my students who are trying to learn a handstand practice. Because in a handstand practice, one of the skills is to be able to kick up to a handstand and maybe even kick up towards a wall so that they can practice a strong elevation in the shoulders or learning at least for the first time to load their shoulders. And what I've discovered is a lot of people are afraid to land from a high position, maybe even just learning to coordinate their lower body to create some power so that their hips can go over their shoulders and their hands. So now we're isolating this skill only and learning how to jump up and down, learn how to use our joints, our toes, our ankles, our knees, and our hips, and how they work together as a unit. So first, we're going to try to practice this easily and slowly by just finding a distance that is about one step away. And you'll see there's a lot of markers on my floor, and that's what we're going to do or practice with today. All right, so I'm going to step back here and see that this line is my target now. So I'm going to find a distance, just creating enough distance that it's almost a step away, that I don't even have to jump, I can reach this point. Okay? But maybe you want to challenge yourself a little bit so you can step back a little bit. And from here, I want to really spot my landing with my eyes from beginning until my feet lands on it. All right? So you can practice this alternating or just one side at a time. So you start to balance with one foot. You're going to use this leg as your swinging leg and trying to aim for that line that you have set for yourself. And your hands can be free here, how it feels natural to you. But you can also swing it forward to create some forward and upward lift. Okay? So I'm looking, I'm swinging, and I land together. Notice my position here. I'm on the ball of my feet. I'm not straightening out immediately. I'm trying to hold this position, and you'll feel a lot of tension on your quads here. And if you're not used to this, you'll feel a lot of tension also on maybe your ankles, your knees, and your hips, but only in the beginning. Later, as you progress, your body will understand, okay, I can use my bigger muscles, your quads, your hamstrings, your glutes to absorb the impact. All right? But take note that when we land, we're in this nice coiled up position. And instead of just being flat and straight up like this, and you'll feel the big difference if you try it for yourself, how the shock goes all the way to your head. All right? Let's do that one more time. Just stepping back, maybe trying the other leg. Swing, arms, looking straight down towards where I want to go. And, okay, you want to stick to that landing. Ideally, your feet are also trying to touch or landing together at the same time. Let me do that facing you. Maybe I'll create a little bit more of a distance now. Swinging, looking, spotting where the landing is, and finding my coordination, and jump. Stick to your landing, and that's the skill, basically. I know it's not as simple as it sounds or how it looks, and for a lot of people, this may be quite a daunting challenge because first, we're not used to jumping up and down anymore. This is something that we used to do as kids, or at least I did when I was young. I used to jump and run around, and then I realized, okay, that's why it's natural to me. But as the moment I start teaching handstands, I saw that this is a missing quality that can be in itself a journey for a lot of people. So if you're having challenges learning this or finding that coordination, finding that jump, sticking to that landing, that's okay. Take it by stride. don't judge yourself. Take it easy and just play around with it. All right? And eventually, you can start progressing towards greater and greater distances, maybe even from a height, which I'm going to show you right now. So first, I'm going to try to do or cover a little bit more distance. So either I can use one foot, or I can even jump with both feet. Want to spot the landing? Use my arms, maybe even lean forward to create some power. And jump and stick the landing. Can try that on the other direction, maybe towards that gray line there. And imagining there's a ledge that I'm gonna fall off if I don't stick my landing. So, looking, looking, looking. Can I land there? And we got it. All right. This time I'm going to show you how it is from an elevation, and this can be quite a fun way to see how much weight or power we are dispersing or absorbing with our knees, with our ankles, and our hips. And that gives us a skill in itself for our body, that whenever we are kicking up or jumping from a high place, our lower body knows what to do to disperse that impact so we don't hurt our ankles, we don't hurt our knees. And for a lot of people, that can be a major thing. If you're a regular person that you're going to work and you have to suffer a knee injury or an ankle injury, that's not going to be fun. So let's prepare the body for what's going to come ahead. Let me show you now what we're going to do. A progression that we can do is starting from an elevation, dropping down to a height which is not more than our knee height. Maybe you can even go lower than this, it's up to you. But right now, this is what I have. So I have a plyo box with the lowest setting. Again, I'm looking at a marker that I've set for myself, maybe one leg away from me. And I'm gonna keep my eyes fixed on this location, so I can maybe just point my foot there, and from here I can swing or not and just jump using my arms for momentum and try to land with both feet together, or at least close to each other on the ball of the feet, so I can absorb this impact using my legs as spring. Let's try that again on the other side. And maybe even swinging. If it's a little bit further, you might use a little bit more momentum. Keep your eyes focused and stick your landing nice and softly, as quietly, as silently as we can, so that it gives us a feedback how efficient we are in our landing, how much shock we're absorbing, and nothing goes to our head. A little bit of word of caution: if you're doing this for the first time in your life, you might feel very fatigued afterwards, not during, because the tendons and the ligaments are mainly the primary workers here instead of the big muscles. And they tend to recover far slower than the big muscles. So maybe take it easy in the first times. Just take a short time to practice first, 10 to 15 minutes to 30 minutes, and see how your body adapts to it. All right? If you have any questions, let me know in the comment section. If you have any specific condition or pain or injury that you have to deal with, DM me so we can talk about it. Maybe set up a video call for a one-on-one coaching. All right? I hope you enjoyed that and learned something new. And I'll look forward to seeing you in the next videos. Peace and love, guys.